Hello, everyone. It's time to watch Queen Sugar and our famous and original watch and chats. Hey, Robert. Hey, Shannon. How are you all? You know what? Take that out of there, Shannon. That's terrible. I was here before you. I don't even see him. She playing scratch. Oh, God. Okay. So let me put out the link for you guys. If you want to come up. Robert, I'll be on a delay this time. Anybody who's coming in who is having a problem seeing the broadcast, you might want to try the link that's at the top of the chat. I'm just going to go ahead and pin it. Shannon, this is for you and Robert, if you all are interested. And let me go ahead and pin this one. All righty. And hey, you guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, I can hear you guys now. How's it going?
Finding you. How you doing?
Yeah, hanging in there. A lot going on today. I had to provide some tender loving care to a
Oh,
family
okay.
member. So for those of you, it's back on, but for those of you who need to find a way to watch with us, check out the pinned link at the top and by all means chat with us. Oh, she finally brought Hollywood over. That's good. So it wouldn't be a secret anymore. Yes, she is surviving. Mm, don't get used to it, girl. Mm. Mental abuse is a very serious thing. mental and physical. Amen. Connect with the right people. I'm glad that she's speaking life into her. Mm-mm. You know they have to be there to start something. Thank you, everybody that's coming in. I appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you, Robert. Now, Hollywood is right about that. Mm-hmm. Anything could have gone down. He's right.
I just don't listen.
Mm-mm. She still could have done, what she wanted to do. But the thing is that you let your husband, you let somebody know what you're doing.
Right.
Right.
You need somebody to watch your back, or you trying to watch somebody else's.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Isn't it interesting how when you like they were having that meeting and they having the meeting and then here come the other people, it's like, oh no, hold it. Thing got nothing to do with you. And why do you think that why do you think they're just holding the vaccine? So that doesn't make no sense. It's just always because you can't get it the way you want it right away. That there's got to be some conspiracy theory,
Yeah. And y'all are stealing it. Y'all saying they're stealing it too. Guy ran up and stole it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Oh yeah.
It's like you needed, everybody else in that community needed too. You weren't part of that community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I decided to come back upstairs to my office and do this because last week when I did it, it was just a little bit too much going on.
Yeah.
But this makes it where I have to be behind though. That's the only thing when I'm upstairs. So it's okay though. Robert will hold it down. I went to visit the studio and make sure Robert was doing okay. I didn't tell him I was coming, and and he was good. He was all good.
Mm-hmm.
We went to catering and everything.
How's it going, Shannon?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I was sitting here working on a logo, and a friend of mine called me and caught me. I was surprised, but it was really cool. So he said he just ordered a MacBook Pro, and some other stuff. So it's cool. So he said, so it's cool. He wanted to get me in on some stuff because he got a lot of video equipment. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited about. I got to watch the rest of your interview because it was almost an hour, and I got into part of it, but I want to see the rest of it. It's cool. I'm like, look at Shannon telling his little story.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, my buddy.
He didn't talk about that ashtray though.
Now, look, why you gotta bring up old stuff? I'm like, yeah.
You talking about old stuff. You talk about how you learned from your grandfather and everything. It's current.
Well, what it was, the interview, my buddy, it was sitting there. I didn't forget about it, but I just never got to editing. We shot that last year sometime, So, you know what I mean? So, but I had fun. I finally got through it, but sitting there trimming that video. Oh my gosh.
Like, and Queen Sugar, they would have got you too. Anyway, for those of you all that are coming in, if you need to having trouble being able to find Queen Sugar, you can try that link up at the top that's pinned up at the top in blue. And that may be able to help you. And then you can chat with us as well. Oh boy, there was a lot of people coming in last time, that was chatting with us. I'm like, wow, I guess what happens is when you watch it, because we was into Greenleaf too. Oh, it's back on. Okay, you guys. So there's Micah drinking something. I don't know what it is. Looks like a soda. I don't think I've never seen a red beer can.
I can't figure out how you were ahead of me. So you and Robert.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that Mac you got.
Now look, why we gotta get personal? Why you, Robert, Miss Full Roller?
I didn't know if he knows whether his dad was listening or not.
No, he doesn't know he's in the room.
Okay. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. And if you like watching a show and chatting at the same time, share it out. Thank you. The link is at the top. If you need to be able to, if you're searching for a way to watch it with us.
You gotta say.
I even thought about something. I've been watching some people and seeing the things that they do. Yeah. And I saw a way that maybe I could broadcast it, but it's just.
Yeah, I know you don't want. I know you don't want to.
Because I really want to be able to broadcast it, but that last time I tried to broadcast it and they just shut it down like 10 minutes into it.
Wow.
But I see other people, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's tricky.
This will Robert say he's married that won't stop Nova. Robert, is he married or is that a girlfriend?
Either way, he's with somebody. Won't stop Nova.
Mm-hmm. My husband told me when I first met him, I met him a long time. Oh my God. In college, and he was dating somebody at the time. So I even though I felt that there was something there, I backed off. He gonna tell me later on, you shouldn't have ran from me. That was just college. That wasn't no big deal. I'm making my own decision. You know. I said, no, I just give respect. Well, she wouldn't have gave you no respect up. I said, well, that's them. Them other women, you know. Like
he wanted his cake and eat it too.
Huh? What'd you say, Robert?
He wanted his cake and eat it too.
Yeah. He was saying, you don't know. I could have. I said, well, you was going with that girl. No, I wasn't. No, I'm not. Well, that's okay. You found me later.
I like when you imitate your husband. It's so funny. I like it when you imitate your husband doing his voice.
Oh, what do I do? Do I?
You know how you do it? That's too funny. I like when you do that.
Oh, now I thought I put the phone on Do Not Disturb and somebody's calling me. Well, it shut it off, so this is gonna have to wait. I need to use my tablet when I do this just in case. Let's see. Oh, it won't even show me who it is because they was trying to get through, but it is on Do Not Disturb. Let me take it out for Do Not Disturb so I can see who called. No, Davis is over at the house. And let's see what our Vi gonna say. Everybody be sucking up to our Vi. Jesus. Look at Ralph Angel. I like the way you smiling, you know. Oh, I see who that was calling me. Yeah, Vi approves, Robert. I like to see a family pray together. Amen to that. I like that big house that Vi in Hollywood have.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something different.
Oh, okay. You'll catch up. I love that. Well, you should see the dining room. That dining room is room for so many people.
Yeah, I see it.
And what's so interesting is the windows that are on the inside. It makes me wonder if they like built on to the rest of the house and left the windows. You know, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess Ralph Angel's not mad anymore either. Robert. I enjoy watching this with you guys.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. We can talk about it. I miss Queen and Finn, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
we moving, we keeping it going, keeping it going.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta plow through.
Yeah.
Rico said he won't be back. He don't like soap operas.
Tell him that's okay. It's all good.
Rico.
Yeah, because it is a nighttime soap opera. It is.
Yeah, but that's every show now. Comedy is all a soap opera.
But Rico said he didn't watch much TV, right?
Yeah.
He didn't even know who Julia Andrews was. Mary Poppins. We were talking earlier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The Lord have mercy.
Well, that's possible, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess he spends most of his time on YouTube or reading. I don't know if he reads or not.
Mm-hmm.
He said he went to Disney. I said, you never saw Mary Poppins, Supercalifragilistic, Spoonful of you never heard these songs, right?
Supercalifragilistic.
But I told you I would get Rico because you had to watch him because that time he came in, I never will forget in bingo, and we all trying to show him how to play the game, bingo. Oh, I never play. And then toward, like when we were getting ready to get started, he said, "Oh yeah, I know all about this. I used to call bingo." We're like, what?
That Rico, he's something else, ain't he? Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, we got a ringer in the house. Oh, guess what, you guys? I got a copyright claim on my Halloween music video that I did last year, and I'm like, oh, now I got to deal with that. I'm like, somebody trying to make money off of my video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, they didn't. They know that ain't theirs. What they talking about?
Mm-hmm.
They gotta make it theirs because they're too lazy to do it.
Yeah. So I've only had one other copyright claim, and that was a real funny one because the music that I used was like music from like the 1700s, and I'm like, I know you didn't. But I almost missed it. So when people listen to it, they was getting paid for it. And I'm like, hold it. How you gonna do that, YouTube, just because they claimed it? And so now I'm the one that have to come forward and then fight it. I'm like, wow, y'all really got a system. Okay. So yeah, I got to do that. And I couldn't do it on my phone, or I would have done it when I saw it last night. You have to do it on your computer. And I'm like,
They said she won't be using this one this year. She'll have to do a whole new one.
No. I'm gonna set them straight. I'm like, right before Halloween too. So they trying to get all, the little money they can get by using other people's. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But anyway. Now this is a long commercial.
Yeah. All right, we're back.
Okay, so Robert's back.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm about 20 seconds behind.
20 seconds behind.
Behind Rob.
Oh.
Is it on for you yet, Shannon?
No, I still see commercials, something say one couple and something and a wedding.
Wow. Okay.
I can't figure out how you always ahead of me. It was like this last year too. Mm-hmm.
Wow. What can I say?
They give preference
That
to
would
people with Android.
Hey, look, I don't know. I can't understand Spanish and French. Well, I'm gonna really just say it. Mm-hmm. Alberto.
Hey Shannon,
Hey.
if you are you on your computer?
Yeah.
Make sure that you are running the YouTube version as well, okay? Because I think
Yeah, it is. I got it running.
Okay. Because I make sure I do that with people now. Because I'm thinking like, you know what? I don't know. Because I know when you're on your phone, it moves you from the actual page to StreamYard when you click on it.
Yeah.
You know, and you
Yeah,
can't
I always,
get right like that.
yeah, I always double down.
Okay, thank you.
So where's my
Just be good that you smart. Okay, just be good that you got that. You know, kudos on that and that appreciation.
Oh, you know what?
Look. They in the what they call it, the spot. I forgot what they called it for the men. That's hard for men. That is hard to open up like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. He said, you don't get nothing to drink unless you start talking." Mm. Gonna make my the ladies did finally get together. I guess Michael's not 21 yet. Are they trying to give us a little insight? I hope that she can carry that baby to term because she said something's coming. Don't think like that. Mm-mm. Well, our vibe is good in this part. She's always good when it comes to motivation. That's right. Joy. Trust and joy. Trust joy. I love that. Mm. Billy. Oh, they're talking about that lady that's Prosper's daughter. Oh, that's Maya Angelou quote almost. What? Messing around with Jimmy Dale? Who would want to mess around with, Robert, Jimmy Dale? Wait a minute, that can't be Prosper's daughter they're talking about. How is it? Robert, who are they talking about? Because I missed that. Is that's Prosper's daughter they're talking about? Because she wouldn't have been of age to be talking with Jimmy Dale. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's Prosper's daughter.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought I heard, but I couldn't believe it. Leave him alone. Talking about making some cash. You
know Ralph Angel don't listen.
No, Ralph Angel, you've been in jail before. You got a family. Okay, I'm so glad. Woo, thank you. I hope things don't get so bad where he has to think about doing it. He must trust Ralph Angel though, because Ralph Angel could always, rat them out, what they gonna do. But I believe he trusts him. Because otherwise, he might have to whack him. Easy money, not good money. I know.
You see a fool coming a mile away.
When we get finished with Queen Sugar, I want you all to hit me up on what's been going on in the news, because I've been staying away from it on purpose, but I'm a little curious now.
Yeah, I saw a flash news. It was saying how you finally admitted that I was the greatest.
You know what? You got me that time, boy. You got me that time. See, I'm not on my A game tonight.
It was TMZ, I guess, because that was fake news.
Yeah. See, you all know I'm preoccupied because usually I get him done, Robert. I'm like, don't start. No.
You don't do nothing.
I do too. And he say, what? What? I wouldn't say
You ain't done nothing. You ain't nothing. You ain't bad. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
Michael Jackson. Was she supposed to be Wesley Snipes now?
Right. Look, I probably would have had him if we had really been brother and sister, and Mama say, "Take Shannon with you." I'm like, "Come on here, come on."
Oh, I had so much fun. Oh,
you would have tied him up. You would have tied him up on one of the trees in the back. I'll be back. You better not say nothing.
I have pop rocks, firecrackers, and water balloons in my pocket.
Robert, did you tell me you had two or three older sisters?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you know, right?
I got 3 older sisters, so I
Mm-hmm.
know how to get away with stuff.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I had a friend. We couldn't go anywhere without her little brother. I was like, oh man, her mama was lazy. Take your brother with you, like.
Oh, that's
I
right.
broke my oldest sister's nose.
You said what?
I broke my oldest sister's nose because I
Oh,
went
how
to
did
Wow.
that
see.
happen?
She kept saying, "Oh, in a little while." It was early in the morning, about 6, 7 in the morning. I'm up. I'm watching Batman and Romper Room and everything else. I'm up now.
Mm-hmm.
She kept saying, "Later, later, in a little while." Next thing, I got my little toy hammer, the one with the wooden pegs. Used to hit inside, and I hit her in the nose.
Boy, you just as bad as Shannon with the ashtray. Yeah.
When she woke up next time, I wanted some pancakes. She
Oh, did she holler and cry? Did she jump on you?
she couldn't find me.
You were smart. You knew to run.
Oh, yep.
Go run hide. Him downstairs.
Him downstairs.
And across the street and down the way.
Oh my gosh. Hey, wait a second. You ease up. No.
Yeah.
I want some
I didn't
baby.
need an ashtray. I used a hammer.
Yeah. Thank God it was a little play school hammer, but god dang.
All right, I'm back on.
Okay. I know. Did you hear that shit?
Hey, I'm good. See, I'm the angel.
Okay, I'm still on commercial.
Mhm.
It's showing Love and Marriage, Huntsville.
Mhm.
I just can't get into these reality shows. I just can't.
Yeah, yeah. I can't do it. I watch Food Network channel.
Oh, okay. I guess that would be considered reality. Yeah, I could watch that.
Yeah.
Oh, this must be the midwife they're showing, Shannon, when you catch up.
Okay.
Oh, she got on my paparazzi earrings. She got on my on. Yeah, I seen those.
Didn't you sell that toy last week?
Oh, that's messed up.
I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Those earrings.
Let me
Mm-hmm.
look. Paparazzi. Mm-hmm.
Girl got on my bling bling. Go ahead, girl.
I think Chris Smith was sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah, I believe what you said, Robert. Darla must have, when she was doing taping this, must be pregnant in real life because that looks for real.
Mm-hmm.
She looks too nervous.
That's something else being a farmer, trying to, boy, you have to really just, prayer, because, if one thing go wrong, mess up the harvest, all your money is gone. She's not giving up on you. She just want to ask for help. What's wrong with that?
Ego. Ego.
Yeah. Yeah, I see her face, Robert. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Uh-oh. And he got a gun. The man, campus security has drawn a gun.
Wow.
Oh, Michael's having a panic attack. Yeah, Robert just said that. Propane.
Mm.
He says just a security guard, but he had a gun. It looked like a gun to me. Shannon, when you see it, let me know because he had something on his left back hip, and
Okay.
I thought that was a taser, but on his right front hip, I thought that was a gun he was grabbing.
Yeah, I'm trying. I see the guy. He's crying. Oh wait, did I?
Robert Sam right. I really love how they're wearing the mask in this show. I love that. Showing people that's the way it should be done. Mm-mm. Oh. Robert, I know what Vi's thinking. You'll see it, Shannon.
Love connection up here. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, he wanting little kids. He wanting the kids.
Yeah, they won't listen about the mask.
Uh-oh. Hollywood taking a liking to old girl. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't take it like that right now. I think he was just trying to be helpful, but I think, oh girl, you just never know, especially a woman that's hurt that deeply.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, she coming for Hollywood. Oh girl, she want Hollywood. No, it's going down. Don't you already see the cards on the table? You know, girl want oh boy. Mm-hmm. So now Vi getting this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Robert, you're right. He does. Oh, she said, ooh, Billy outed her to her father. Uh-oh. So she did go with Jimmy Dale. Mm. Oh, she got raped? What happened? Oh. Mm. Jimmy Dale was just downright the devil. Hurting people hurt people. Mm. Mm-hmm. Why every time Charlie and her ex-husband get together, they always got wine. They always got something to drink.
Wine. Spill the wine.
That's how he got in trouble the first time, drinking. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Robert. Now, you know, they tried to tell her now when people find out about her in this secret romance, it should be her business, but it's not. Not when you're a political figure.
Yeah,
They're going to
everything.
come at her hard. Mm-hmm.
Better call Hillary.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Robert. You beat me to it. I was getting ready to say, ask Hillary.
Just call him out.
Say she wanted all. I'm not giving up anything anymore. I want it all. Phyllis.
Mm-hmm. Just like that.
She said, we set the tone. I know that's right. Yeah, Robert, I haven't heard anything about his daughter. It's not going to be easy. She just good at it.
A delivery for an order placed Sunday, August 29th, should arrive Wednesday, October 13th.
Oh, is that Alexis?
Your voice is new to me.
Alexis, go to bed.
He's trying to get her to move. Yeah, see where it goes. I like she said how her home is there. You don't get up and move for that man. That surprised you, Robert? Because Robert said you.
Ooh, Robert. You didn't have to get me again.
Yeah, is there a black heart emoji? If it is, I'm gonna start using it.
Oh.
Pick you up like a little kid. She talking about pick me up.
Well, she is the size of a little kid.
Uh-oh, Robert said don't butter him up before y'all bowl.
Oh.
He coming for you. He keep coming.
Oh, now wait a minute. How we get to bowling? I thought we were talking about Queen Sugar. See, now Robert's starting stuff. I ain't done nothing to Robert. I just say, hey, how you doing, Robert? Oh, sick.
I guess he said Queen Sugar is over for him. He's ahead.
Don't butter me up before we bowl, sir. Who you calling sir on top of that? Don't be calling me no sir up in here. Sir. Yes, sir.
You sir. Oh,
Mine is over.
I'm watching the previews.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I saw Hollywood fishing with the little boy.
Yep.
Just like a bee. She bugged me out. Robert bowl like a one. You bowl a one.
Oh, Lord.
I bowl a one. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Miss Four Roller. Oh, I came at Miss Four Roller hard on Saturday. Oh, I came kicking the doors in.
Missed it, huh?
I missed that. I'm gonna have to watch the replay now.
I did that to the boss at work the other week. I sure did. It wasn't even time to work yet. I kicked the doors in so hard on him. Oh, I went hard at him. They said, you already tracking? Yes, right. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. You think I care? No. I came straight at him so hard.
Wow.
You lucky you got a job today, huh?
Oh, no, I'm good. He's my buddy, though.
Okay.
Or so you thought. And then,
Wait a minute. Yeah, you stop all
not
that.
anymore. No, they stop. Yeah.
That's
good when people can take.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he can take a joke. Oh, yeah, we come. Hey, he be trash talking me.
Oh, okay.
That's what I have to deal when I go to work. It's trash.
So you know Don Cheadle, they was interviewing Don Cheadle and they was talking about when he played basketball with President Obama, and he was like, did you let him win? And he was like, let me just say, I came to play, like that. And then he said, he knows what happened. And it was like, and I'm like, how can you really play your roughest, with the president? It's just like playing with the king, and it's like.
You got people on the sidelines with guns ready to shoot you if you hurt them.
Yeah. Like, foul! Pop, 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 pop. Like,
oh, Lord. What kind of basketball are you playing?
I guess that was a foul.
That's his last foul he ever make.
I knew about let him get his 2 shots because that's it.
Yeah, he fouled out permanently.
No, but let me get back to Queen Sugar before I forget. So now I saw in the previews, and actually the previews just confirmed it for me. But like you said, Robert, I remember that Hollywood always wanted children, but Vi is past the age of conception. So he since she brought him to be involved with what she's doing, he's going to end up getting close to that little boy.
Right.
Like
he was with Blue.
Yeah. And it kind of hurts her to look at that, because she couldn't provide that for him. Now, however, the mother is a different story. And you know how things go, The mother might be around a little bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. My mother and my aunt always told me, have no women in your house. Keep your girlfriends moving. That kind of thing. She was like, don't trust them, don't trust them. And they told me stories to back it up.
Yeah, one queen to a house.
Yeah. And I remember I was going over to a friend's home and she wanted to play cards. And I said, okay, sure, I'll come over. I'll be over in 10 minutes. So I got there. And her husband answered the door. And I just got this sense, I guess it was the Holy Spirit. And I said, hey, how you doing? Where's Lorraine? Oh, she stepped out to the store to get you out some snacks. I pivoted around on one foot and turned right back around and went out the door. I said, no. And so he said, what's the matter, Kim? I'm not going to bite you. I said, I know you're not. I said, but I'm going to give her respect, even though she doesn't even know to demand it herself.
Right.
So she called me. I had went to the store, not too far away. She was like, girl, what's the matter with you? You know I trust you. I said, you shouldn't. Not that I, would, but I said, that's just not, you don't give the devil an occasion.
Yeah.
You just don't do that. And not to say that anything would have happened, but let's say later on, they get into an argument and somebody has said, oh yeah, I saw your friend come over there. You wasn't there. This stuff just flows through people's minds,
Yeah.
And I said, no.
But you got to be confident too. You got to have a little confidence in yourself to know. Because my son's godmother, she comes over. I could be upstairs. She could be downstairs. Do what you got to do.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been comfortable with that because I just, I had an incident where I had a woman that was from my hometown that we became friends and we lived in the same neighborhood. And so she came over one day, but she didn't say she was coming. So, it's not like we were family or anything like that. So I just asked her politely. I said, next time you want to come over, I have no problem with you coming over to visit, but could you please let us know? Because my husband and I could be, occupied, whatever, Okay. Yeah. And he heard me when I said it. Now, a couple of weeks later, I come home from work and I hear all this kikiing, laughing and talking in the kitchen, and she's sitting at the table and he's over at the sink. And I was like, and they said, oh, hey. I walked straight over to her and grabbed her by the back of her collar and said, let's go.
Oh, wow.
What? I said, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said, I don't appreciate that you sitting in my house, keying it up with my husband. And, and I put out, and shut the door. And then I turned on him and I said, now, I told her before, oh, that girl, I don't care. What she did was she disrespected me, and then you supported it.
Yeah.
So I said, no, any woman has to know that I'm the queen of this castle.
Right.
And you just don't get away with doing stuff like that, and you thinking, oh, well, I'm going to see if her, because she might not have been doing it maliciously, but I know women because I am one. And I know in the back of her mind, she could have been thinking, well, let's see what he say. Let me see if I can get him to go against what she said. And I try to explain that stuff to men. I'm like, oh, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know what a woman will do.
Hey, that's that one. If she likes you, she gonna try it.
Yeah. And you never know who it's gonna be. Now I knew it wasn't gonna be me. I have had men step to me and I say, oh, I give them the benefit of the doubt. I show them my ring. I said, I'm married. Anytime I didn't ask you all that, I said, now you need to get out of my face right now because I don't want nothing to do with you talking like that.
Yeah.
But do you know that ring really don't mean nothing to someone really wants you? They figure, okay, you got to go home. That's good for them.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've heard some women say that too. They say they like married men because that means they have to go home.
Yep.
You know,
I
they
don't
get
gotta
what they
wash your
want.
drawers. Your wife can wash your drawers. I get
Yeah,
what I want. Keep it going.
yeah. And then if they have a problem with them, they can just say, "Well, I can just simply call your wife." You know, it's not a
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go home. You know, and when they tired of them, you know, I have heard that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just remember the Bible says, "Do not give the devil an occasion." So
Mm.
even something that may be innocent, if it looks, you know, funny, you know, like my pastor, when I was in Atlanta, Pastor Dollar, he said sometimes I might want a drink or some chips. He said, but guess what? I'm not gonna go into the local liquor store where I know they got a better deal on the drinks and the chips, because if somebody see me coming out of there, they're gonna be like, Pastor Dollar was up in there.
Yep.
Mhm.
And all he got was a soda, probably.
Mm-hmm. So he
Yep.
said, you know, he doesn't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Mm-mm-mm.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, I always, yeah. But I'll tell you another example, you guys, and this is why I became friends with her. But I was going to this church, and the head usher was a gentleman, and he was very, very nice to me, and you know, it made me laugh, and we laughing and talking.
Mhm.
And so after about the third time that I was talking to him, I said, "Hey, his name is Reggie." I said, "Reggie, where's your wife? I would love to meet her."
Mhm.
And he said, "Oh, she doesn't like coming to this church. You know, she this is my home church, but she's not been into it." I said, "Well, I tell you what. Would you please ask her to come to church, because I really want to meet her?" And I said, "I enjoy talking with you. I would like to be
Mhm.
your friend, but I want to give your wife her respect, and I'd like to be her friend as well. You know."
Right.
And so he said, "Okay, I'll do that." Do you know the next week when I got there and we got to church, she said, and he introduced her, she said, "Girl, I want to meet you so bad." I said, "What?"
Yeah.
And she said, "I so appreciate what you said to my husband, cause these hookers up in here."
Mhm.
And she said, I would love to get to know you. And yeah, you can. And we have been friends ever since. She was like, "Oh,
Wow.
you just don't know. I appreciate that so much."
You came and gave her the respect. I want to meet her too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I do that when I call, you know, like when I was working, and I had to call a man's house, or a friend of mine who I went to school with, or what have you, or you know, somebody from my home neighborhood, and if they're
Right.
married now, you know, even though we've been knowing each other for 30, 40 years, I'll say, "Hey," you know, if they answer the phone, I say, "Hey, I let them know who I am. This is so and
Right.
so from the neighborhood. Would it be all right if I spoke to Johnny?" "Oh yeah, well, how you doing today, girl?" You know, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give her respect.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, because that's what I
You don't.
demand. That's what I demand.
Cause you don't know what could be said or what he done before.
Exactly, exactly. You know, so yeah, and so it is for that reason I don't have a problem with friends of mine that are men, their wives, they love me, and I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's all good, and
Yeah.
they give me the same respect, but I still don't just take it, for granted. And like my friend told me, "Girl, I don't. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have left." And then guess what, y'all see? 8 months later, he was she found out that he was having an affair with somebody.
Mm.
See
Like
what I'm
it wasn't
saying?
Kim though.
Yeah. So I didn't want my name mixed up in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had a man. Y'all ready for this? This is stupid. I was really young when this happened, but
Uh-oh.
I think I wasn't married yet. And
Mhm.
I think I was dating. And this a friend of the man that I was dating, that I was seeing, I guess he was impressed with me, So he told his girlfriend that I had met that he was seeing me behind my man's back. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, and so she called me and she confronted me. And I said, hold it. Who is this? You know, and then she told me, and I said, look, let me tell you something. I said, girl, I said, you got the wrong one. I said, I don't know what he's talking about. And I said, but we're going to get to the bottom of it now. And I said, do you have his work number? If he at work, yeah. I said, well, let's do it 3-way. We're going to get to the bottom of this right now. I called him up, you know. No, she called. And then I made it known that I was on the call. And I was like, what was that fool name? I can't remember his name, but I was just like, what are you talking about? I need you to let her know that ain't nothing going on between us. Why would you do something stupid like that? You know, and all of that. And he was just quiet. And I was like, hello, I can hear you breathing, you know. And then he was just like, I'm at work. Can we talk about it? No, we can't talk about it later. You need to tell her right now. I was just saying that. What was you saying it for? She said, well, I just wanted you to do well like him, and I figured if I made you jealous. What?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna press her off. You don't do that.
I know. So I said, that don't make any sense. And then she said, you know what? As well as that girl's doing, I was wondering why she would want somebody like you. And then she said, I'm sorry. I said, you don't have to be sorry. I can understand how that got you riled. It's okay. But we just needed to get to the bottom of it. I don't want your man.
And I'm glad you called me and let me know before it got too far.
Yes.
She could have came up and ran up on you, and you were like, what the heck going on? Now you have to pull out your gun and shoot her down. Yeah. Because
right.
You know why you from Chicago? I'm from Chicago. You don't run up on me like that.
Look, Robert. Like, while I'm in my car, coming out the bar. Yeah.
No. The car will hit you down, knock you down.
Yeah. So you know, but
they put it in park.
Yeah. So yeah. Like, what did I hit? I don't know. Back up. Oh, must not been nothing. Okay, let's go. But you know, that just shows you how childish he was.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, I wanted to say you need to run. You need to run. So yeah. So I hope, you know, that we'll see how it goes, because you know it's always something. So you know, Vi's gonna get in her feelings, and I hope, because I love their relationship, and I hope this doesn't turn, you know, ugly.
Yeah. But she hid it. That's the whole point. She hid the whole thing, and now maybe that's why she hid it.
I don't think that's why she hid it, though, Robert. I think she hid it because of what she was telling Hollywood, that, you know, you always try to tell me what I shouldn't be doing, or what, you know, you don't need to be doing this, and mind your business and all that kind of stuff. That's why I think she hid it, because you heard that argument they had.
Yeah. And then he stood right there at the car, and she was like, oh, damn.
Right. Because she doesn't think, I don't think she thinks that, I think she believes that Hollywood loves her, and their relationship is so sound that nothing could penetrate it. I really do believe that she believes that his love for her is strong and real. So when you think like that, and it could be true at that time, you're not really looking for something to be able to come in there and infiltrate.
Right.
You know, and it's like, All right, Kevin, the food ready. Thank you, baby. I will be right down. Okay, this is the end of this session.
Okay, Grill Master has spoken. It's time to eat and run.
Get off the phone now. It's time to eat.
I'm hungry. Bye. That's what I'm hungry. I don't need y'all. Bye.
An hour. I gave you an hour. I gave you 18 minutes longer.
We should be
Yeah.
lucky. We got that.
He cooks for
Mhm.
me when I'm on here, and I say I gotta do my show like that. Okay, I'll take care of it. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, grill master. Okay.
My
Yeah.
my brisket's ready, and I need it to be cooked, eaten while it's warm, not cold.
Oh man, Shannon, did you see that brisket Shannon laid out there? Oh, oh, check out it.
Yeah,
Okay, Shannon, did you put it on your chef? Which one?
Chef Shannon and Friends channel. It's new.
Put
I
it,
just started it. Yeah.
put it in the chat. And let me, you know what? Let me go ahead. I forgot. I need to make Robert a moderator. I always forget Robert. It's no.
Mhm.
Robert is doing all kind of stuff now. I'm like, oh, Robert. I didn't think he wanted to be, or I would have been like, oh, why? He told me. I'm like, I'm a moderator. I'm like, what? I'm moderating for whole 5
Five
people.
different channels. 5 different channels.
Good
Wow.
God. You getting in work.
See that?
Mhm.
They took my man. See that? I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I'm a
church
moderator.
doing it on a gospel channel. I'm working.
Okay, let me see. So Robert, how do I find you? Just look up your name the way it is.
Yep, just the way it is.
Okay.
There it is. Chef Shannon and Friends channel. That's my channel link right there.
Check it out. Check it out. Anybody that's here, check that out. Oh
Yeah, so-
Lord, I see a bunch of Robert Gans.
Oh.
Okay, who do you? Let me see. I was gonna ask who do you mod first so I could get it off of there.
DJ Danny D, Rico, Bizarre.
Okay, let me go to Rico's. I'll go to Rico. But tell him about that brisket.
Oh yeah, Robert, that brisket. I did a video was 2 minutes and 48 seconds, but it was longer by sped it up. But it was good, man. It was almost a 10-pound brisket that I did. It was close to 10 pounds. Oh, I had fun doing it, man. I got up like 6 in the morning. And I was done close to. I cooked it for almost 12 hours. I did the low and slow.
What kind of wood did you use?
I used was it hickory, whatever it was.
Okay.
Excuse me. When's the last time you was in there? Because I was looking 3 days ago and I don't see you. Oh, I see you.
I was just in there today.
I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I showed it to some of my buddies, and one of the guys I work with, he's been cooking, grilling for years, so he's like a real grill master, whatever. He can really cook. He was really impressed with my smoke rings on there. First time cooking that brisket. Yeah. I just did basic salt and pepper, as you know, and then that's what I used, basic salt and pepper. And I got a nice little bark on it too, but I wish I could have got more bark on it. So next go around, I do it. I'm shooting for like a 17-pound brisket. So I'm going big.
Put a little paprika on there too.
Okay, paprika.
Oh, they make it easy now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Robert. You said.
Okay, thank you.
Type something. No, thank you. People trip me out. They be like, I made you a moderator. People go, oh, thank you. I'm like, thank you. Now you got to work. Tell me thank you.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I got to work over on Rico's because they're always trolling him.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Okay, type something in, Robert.
Yep, it's there.
It is? Oh, okay. I'm over at the other one. Hold on.
Let me see. Thank you, Web Savvy. He said he's the greatest. You never beat him in Gallagher or bowling.
Oh yeah, and then I gotta go ahead and do the same thing. With my Miss Kim Savvy $5 bling emporium. I gotta do that. Okay. Yes, child. So yeah, Rico, they always coming over there messing with him.
Yeah, because he got mad last week. I missed that one, and he was ready to quit YouTube and everything.
Really?
Oh, see,
Yeah.
you did that once before. I'm gonna tell Rico, you be doing that for subscribers.
This is my last tour.
I talked to him. We talked him down, and we were like, "Just he want to do a pop up, but they're gonna still troll you no matter what."
True.
If they know you're on, all they gotta do is hit the live button on YouTube and see who's there.
Because they got him on the list, because
Right.
they know that they can egg him on.
Right.
And I was telling him the first time when I saw it happen, which I don't know if it was the first time it happened, but I was there one time and I was just like, ignore them. We, just take care of it and ignore them. Because if you talking about,
you called me and told me about it.
Yeah, because Rico was talking about coming over to somebody's house. I'm like, you can't say all that on the airways.
Oh Lord, you want to beat him down? Yeah.
Rico was giving middle fingers this week and cursing. I'm like, Rico, just block them. All you gotta do is hit the block button. If they say when you have enough moderators, call and let us know when you're on.
Yeah,
and we'll all just come over and block. That's all you gotta do is block, and it drives them crazy trying to set up a new one every 20 seconds.
Yeah. Let's have a block party up here. Oh, that's fun.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's what we do on the other channel. He doesn't give a warning. He said, "I give no warnings. Shoot to kill. Don't shoot. Let's shoot for the head." He said, "We shooting to kill over here." I'm like, "Okay, no, you don't gotta tell me nothing else."
Shoot to kill. I love it.
Shoot to kill. Don't shoot for the chest. Shoot for the head. I said, okay, we blocking over here. No questions, no ask. Okay.
They the offensive line.
The moderator.
Block.
Mm-hmm. The host is the quarterback. They the front line.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I said, okay, we just do it.
Olay. Do you say Olay after you block them? Snap your fingers. Olay.
We just go block party. Block party's on. Who's next?
Block party.
Now I wonder if are any of Rico's moderators actual content creators?
I think Frank TV is.
Yeah, that sounds like a name that would be. Because I'm just wondering if they block for him all the time, then will they come over there and start trolling them? I just wonder.
Oh.
I think Frank doesn't do it all the time. He said he's trying to get up on YouTube. But Dobson, he don't care. He'd be like, all right, bring it on.
Okay.
Come on.
Because you know how Shannon do every time somebody try to protect me, then he go, oh, okay. Now I got you. Now you on the list.
Wait a
That's
minute.
What Rico said. I'm gonna put you on the list, and they'll be like, "Okay, I just switched names."
You're on the list. That's right.
So you was backing me up one time, and then Edward Smart. He came after Edward Smart hard. Oh.
No, he was trying to gang up. No, he was with you trying to instigate. Mm-hmm. And Miss Full Roller, he was like, "Get him, Web Savvy." Okay, Evan, you want to do that? Okay, well, the gates have opened. I tried, but people can't take a hint, so that's when the laser eyes come out. Mm-hmm.
The floodgates of heaven was open, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hell! Did you hear me? Go.
Jesus Express is now open. Let's go.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Now, the only other thing I saw in Queen Sugar I think I want to talk about is poor Micah. Oh my God, he's having panic attacks because of what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, poor.
He doesn't know he doesn't know. I think he needs to talk to somebody. He needs a counselor.
I agree.
I think he needs a counselor because he's experienced a lot in that small time, burning down the little house, the slave house, in two or whatever, and it's been a lot for him.
Yeah.
Right, and they didn't show us everything that happened in that jail.
Right.
So he's been through that, and the fact that people just want to come out and say anything they want to you, and it's got to do something to you as a human being, especially a man, to have to close your mouth when you're being disrespected.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, and how do you release that? You know, and you have to find a way to release it. And if you don't know how to, like you said, a counselor. You know,
But I think the thing Hollywood has, I think that can help him. All he has to do is open up
I can't
and
wait to see it.
help him. They could open up to him and they could try to share their stories, how they dealt with the cops and everything else.
Right. I can't wait to see you. I think it's going to be a room full of tears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, that's been held back for so long. Because, you know, as men, we tell our boys, our parents have told us, you know, suck it up.
Yep. Don't cry.
Mm-hmm. But where does that go? You internalize that. So,
Right.
You know, I always told my son, I said, you know what? If you have to go holler, if you know, you have, if some tears come out, go by yourself and go and take care of it. Because I would hate for you to internalize it, and then that stuff causes this disease in your body.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that, you know, because it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and it can come out as, you know, this terrible thing has happened to you, all this trauma, and then you're at home, and then you spew out on your wife or your, you know, your partner, you know, or whatever, and it's just like,
right.
Or your co-workers. Where's all this coming from? You don't even
right.
know.
Yeah.
You're taking it out on other people you don't mean to.
Yeah. And you know, I heard a person say one time, it's disease is dis-ease. So what if you got all this in your body internalized, and that makes it easier for cancer cells to proliferate?
Right.
You know, that kind of thing. So I think you're right, Robert, that new place that Hollywood opened is just going to be outstanding for those people, and they have to open up though. And he did ask Michael to go first, remember?
Right. And Michael, I think he's still so scared. He wants to hear the older guys say something first before he opens up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think the important thing for me, not just men, but especially men, is when somebody does open up, I wish a fool, I'll tell them right up front, I wish you would say something like, oh man, that ain't nothing. Or, oh man up. You know, this is not a place for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where everybody can be comfortable. You say what you say and feel how you want to feel. If you want to cry, cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that, you know, open up and cry, you know, because
here we go.
Because I beat Web Savage. I'm gonna open up and cry to everybody.
Caught you on that one.
You know, I'm sorry I beat Web Savage down so bad, you know, and I just want to sit on the ladder and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me that you'll never be better than me.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
That's right. That's how you do it.
Mrs. Marley.
Hey, it's like, when you gotta bring my mom.
She said, boy, get over here and sit down.
Well, too late. She at home. She probably watching Martin.
So did you guys figure out yet? I know it's a good ways away, but what you guys gonna do for Thanksgiving?
Oh, that's what
My son has a football game that morning, so I don't know what we're gonna do. It's a 10:00 game.
Okay. Ooh, that's an early game, but it'll be done. Amen.
Yeah.
It'll be done by 1 o'clock, but I'll be cold. All I'm gonna do is just go to sleep after that. Then.
Damn. I hear that.
Be up by 7 o'clock to get them to the field, and we got to get there. So I'm like, I'm done. Just buy a ham and get some chicken and dressing. We good to go.
Oh Lord,
now, Robert, what grade is he in?
He's a senior this year.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
He's working on the scholarship. So
is he a junior?
No, he's a senior, 12th grade.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, Robert Jr.
Yes.
Okay, Robert Jr. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm glad your wife named him after you. You know, but that was before she got to know you really well. It's a good thing
If
that.
you had no choice.
Oh,
If it's a boy, you can name him.
Mm.
If it's a boy, you can name him. I said, okay, because the name she picked out for girl.
Oh, I like that idea. So if it's a
Yeah.
boy, you name
I
him.
could-
If it's a girl, then I name her.
Her name was going to be Autumn. I'm like, I don't like that name.
Autumn.
That's a good compromise, though, that you and your wife came up with. See, I like that. Some people fight about the names, but that's a good compromise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Call the child potato sack. How about that? Name a potato sack. Mm-hmm. Or,
What about you and your family? Did you decide what you're gonna? Did your mom and you and the rest of the family decide?
yeah, she not gonna make it this year, so she gonna. But it's all good. So what we're gonna do? I told Jennifer I want to do. I'm gonna hook that. Get a hand put in that smoker. I'm gonna smoke it.
Okay.
Do the mac and cheese, the greens. I want to maybe do some pumpkin pies. Cause I was talking to my mama earlier today.
Pumpkin
pie.
I'm supposed to eat pumpkin pie.
Huh?
We eat sweet potato pie.
Yeah, I'm
supposed to eat pumpkin pie.
I'm saying she cooked both at Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
Oh, wait a minute. You got a little something wrong with your ringtone over there. Pumpkin. I'll come by your house and throw pumpkin pies at your door and run off. That's right. Come by.
I make some good use out of them too.
Oh,
I thought Mom was gonna try to come down there where it was a little. Well, I forgot. Yes, I don't blame her. She want to come up to the code. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and plus the COVID stuff. So she just, so it's like,
yeah,
that's all good. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That's what I'm doing now. I'm working on it. I told Jeff I started working on my menu now for Thanksgiving because I'm going like months ahead of time getting it. I'm figured out like for my Chef Shannon and Friends channel. I'm already getting that planned out for holiday cookings for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'm already planning ahead of time. I'm finally breaking it in because I've been wanting to do it a couple of years back, but I never got to. But now I officially got the channel, so I'm ready to do it. And see, a buddy of mine, he was calling me because he was saying he wanted to do a collab with me. So he called me, earlier. So we were talking about that because he wanted to get down with me and do a collaboration on my Chef Shannon channel. So let's get it.
Yeah.
What kind of grill did you get?
Me?
Okay.
I got it's a wood pellet smoker.
Oh, I knew you were gonna go there. Come on.
I still got a regular grill. I can do it either way. So I can tag team either way. It don't matter to me.
That's cheating when you just put the pellets in and let it do that, and you put the time. That's cheating to me.
Here we go again. Somebody tell me at work that's cheating, man. Go sit down and eat a.
That's cheating.
Go sit down.
You gotta watch the fire and make sure. Okay, I gotta add some more tips and coals and.
Hey, where the kill switch at? Let me hit the button. Bye.
I threw my apple chips in there, and you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I can do it that way too. Yeah, I can go either way with it. Yeah.
Do you want to show Robert which one you got? You
What?
can if you want to.
Huh?
You got the Ortega one?
Yeah, wood pellet. It's a Pit Boss.
Okay.
Yeah, Pit Boss is pretty cool. Yeah, I can do it too, where I can smoke it in the regular grill too. I can smoke it too. So, yeah, I can do it both ways. It makes me no difference, That's right. I can do it all. That's right. I do it with my eyes closed, standing on my head and grill. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, you Shannon about to get a new hairstyle. Bald and burnt.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, get on that grill. Yeah, but it did look it looked really good in the way he did the video where he did it where it was moving real fast,
Yeah.
Sped up.
Yeah.
It looked moist. It did.
Yeah, it was. And I did the same thing for my pork loin video too. that I got up.
Now the pork loin look moist, and I have to give you more props on that because the pork loin is harder to keep moist than it is for the brisket.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, get out with your bad self.
That's right. Everybody, you know.
What'd you say, Robert?
What did he base the meat with?
The pork loin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, the way I did it was I used I oiled it down with olive oil. I did it that way, and you know I did my seasonings and stuff. But yeah, it was really moist and the way I did it. And like you know, I went back in the video where I put I cooked that fat side up, and I put those garlic cloves in it too. Oh man, it was really good.
Yeah, so it could go down, so the fat could go down and keep it moist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the way you cook the corned beef too. That's what I do. I put the fat up.
Fat side up. But it was fun, man. I just did basic salt and pepper, but now I'm gonna start playing with stuff. So now I want to get into like I did my apple pie video on my Sure Shannon channel. That was like the first cooking video I ever did. And the apple pie, you know, I didn't even want to do that video, but that's my biggest video. It's got the biggest views, you know, because I never forget we were going to the bookstore one day. And next day I know my phone was going off, like it was showing people. I was looking at my views. I couldn't believe the views went up on that video. I didn't even want to do that video. I sure didn't.
Everybody wants to know how to make an apple pie, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I know. I made an apple pie in school.
Mm-hmm.
It said 3 pounds of sugar. You know, I put 4.
Ooh. Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's gonna be sweet. This whatever I made, I'll put extra in there.
Somebody went to the emergency room.
It was gone. I didn't even get a slice. I guess it was good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, home ec. I took home ec 11th grade. I think that's when I really noticed. Somehow I guess everything on so when I started cooking stuff, you know, it all started coming back from home ed in 11th grade when I took it. It's like, man, you know, it's like
glad you was confident enough to take home ec, because I knew the guys I was growing up with, they were like, that's for girls, that's for girls. I'm like, don't you want to know how to cook so that you don't have to be counting on a woman?
Yeah, I cook for myself. Actually, the first time
I just take it in middle school because everybody had to learn.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You had to learn sewing, and you had to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
You had to learn sewing at your school, Robert?
Yep, we had to learn how to thread the machine in the middle school, everything.
Yeah, I had to learn how to sew too, but we did it by hand with the machine because we had to go down to Goods, and so we had to make a pillow. That's the first thing I remember. Well, my mom took me down to Goods, whatever, and I had to get some.
Boy.
Yeah, it's a doughboy. But yeah, I learned how to hand sew. We did a pillow, you know. But
wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with you all school. I'm impressed.
Well, even in theater,
the needle and everything.
Yeah, even in theater and costume, we did hand sewing for the costumes and stuff. So it was really cool, you know. And like, it's really cool seeing how I teach her the seamstress for costume, how she's draw the designs and stuff for the characters. And it's like, man, the work they have to put, that's work. It's like, man, that's a lot
I know
of work.
it is.
Yeah, good Lord.
So you had to cut out your own pattern and everything?
No, I didn't have to do that. I was just learning the basics. We just did a lot of hand sewing. She was explaining stuff to us, you know. Okay. I like to get
you
back.
know how to hem your pants if you had to.
Yeah. Right. And Jennifer got a sewing machine over here. I need to get it back online because there's some stuff I want to do on my stuff. I want to make some custom stuff, you know, for myself. I want to try some stuff out because, you know, when I was growing up, my aunt Marcia, she had I think some of that stuff comes from her influence from her too, because she had a sewing machine. She was always going to Goods, whatever, getting sewing pattern. I'm trying to figure why she's always doing this. Got a sewing machine, making all these. Oh, good. Who's
all that noise?
Yeah, I'm playing. She always on her sewing machine, and like she would cook her own food, make her own pizzas and stuff, French fries. And she was the first person I ever seen that, like when she was doing her hair, she used beer. was like, Marsha, why are you using
Yeah.
beer on your hair? Oh, yeah,
Interesting. Did she ever say what it was for?
yeah, it's like I forgot what it's good, but yeah, you can use
Make it
beer on your
shine?
hair. Huh?
Did it make it shine?
No, she did it for something like you would do a regular hairdo, but she was using beer and it helps them for she was a hairdo, whatever she was doing. Yeah, she had her gloves on, whatever, but she was using beer. It's like
Wow, interesting.
oh yeah, Mom, she's interesting. It's like the stuff because it just caught me off guard because I never heard of nobody making their own homemade pizzas, sewing their own stuff. Yeah, she did a lot. I was like, so it's like my memory. I see, and I told my mom and my grandma, I said, Grandma, I think I realized I really was paying attention to my mom like when she was cooking because I told my mom on the phone. Matter of fact, I called her today and last week or whatever. I told her all this stuff is all coming back to me now. My memory, I recall everything the way she's doing it is coming back. So I really was paying attention because I see it in detail too, you know?
Ah,
Yeah. So it's like,
Okay.
man. Yeah,
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't decided on what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving yet. It's not gonna really be the same for us because Queen passed, and
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Depends on how my other sister-in-law feels because she's coming up here tomorrow, and she's already feeling a little uncomfortable, and I love her so much, and I want to be there for her, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Because that was her sister. You know, I love Queen too, but that was her sister.
Her
Yeah.
sister.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was her big sister too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's painful, and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that she's coming though, and I'm gonna try to, I'm rolling out the red carpet. I'm trying to get everything ready. I haven't cleaned this much in I don't know how long. I'm like, oh my God. Look, I keep seeing things to clean. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm doing that. I'm seeing cobwebs that I never saw before. Ooh, get the broom,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, you want to make her real comfortable.
I sure do.
Yeah.
And I know that I've already decided whatever she wants to do, even if it's something I'm not interested in doing, I'm doing it. I already
Right.
know that. I already know that.
Yeah.
So if and I told her, I said we can go to if you're up to it, we can go to the burial grounds and we can,
Mhm.
I went over there once and tidied up, so it's probably time again to go.
Yeah.
And I don't like going to burial grounds. I haven't been to. Let's see. My mother was cremated. My dad was buried at a what do they call it? A veterans or a military graveyard.
Yeah. Okay. In the
Uh,
military section. Okay.
yeah, but I'm not going back there. I'm just not. And my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, I know what burial ground she's at, but I think I've maybe only been there once, and that was as a child. I just don't do that well.
Right.
And I went to Queens because I wanted to tidy up and I wanted to go for Mother's Day, and that's when I did that.
Okay.
And that's a good thing because the groundskeepers were not doing a good job of tidying things up. So I brought some.
They said nobody coming around unless you complain.
Yeah. So I brought some flowers that I thought would last. I got some of those marigolds that last, all through the fall.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I hope it wasn't. No, it probably wasn't too hot out there and everything. So I got those and put those out there. But as far as my relatives on my side, Because like my dad, he wanted to be cremated.
Uh-huh.
But my dad was very smart. He said, I'm just letting you know. He
Yeah.
said, I wish to be cremated. He said, however, if his mama,
Hmm.
has a problem with it, just let her do what she wants.
Right.
I said, okay.
Mm.
So when the time came, we didn't expect him to go before her. But when the time came, I just pulled off to the side and I said, Mama, I said, I just want to make sure you know. But, he was adamant to me. I don't know about to you, about he didn't want all of this. He doesn't like it and he wants to be cremated. And she said, I quote, I know what he wanted, but I want this. I backed up.
Yep. Said, okay, that's what it's gonna be.
Hmm. And so, because clearly that made her feel better,
Right.
you know. And some people have that, everyone has their own opinion, but as far as why, some people believe that, well, if you cremated, then you can't go to heaven.
Right.
Some people feel that way.
Yeah.
Some people feel like it's just tradition. Um,
Right.
I think I've decided for myself. Have you all decided what you would want?
I want to be in my box. Put me in the ground.
Okay. How about you, Shannon?
Um,
Like this kind of macabre. I'll be like, what?
uh, it's funny you bring that up because, believe it or not, I think I was in the 5th grade. I remember it was on a Friday. I was up in the tree at nighttime, and I was just sitting there, and it was like, I swear, it was like a little voice, something just out of the blue just hit me about all of that. It's like, about death and stuff. It's like I was trying to figure out where did it come from. It's like about dying and stuff. It's like, man, it's like, I mean, wherever it came from, it just blew my mind, and I could not figure out. Something just said, about my life. It's all that stuff, funerals, because it's like, I guess maybe probably I would go with the box, because I tell you, Kim, it's like, I think, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like maybe starting from 7th grade, that same feeling is like, I've been to so many countless funerals, like seeing them.
Yeah.
It's like, my gosh. And then, I will have those dreams. I used to have, they finally stopped. I used to have those dreams all the time.
Thank you,
Me
Jesus.
seeing at funerals, and like I used to see myself at funeral homes and stuff. It's like, my gosh, I used to see that all the time. It's like, man. And like I lost so many cousins in the crazy ways I lost them. It was hard. And like, it's like I used to get this feeling like I used to say to God, it's like, why is this happening? But then there was another voice that was saying, it's like, it hit me like when I was in college, like my granddad when he passed, like back in October '97. What it was like we had fall break, and I remember my mom said we're going to see my granddad. Her and my daddy going to see my granddad, and she was like, "You want to come?" I said, "Yeah, I guess I better come because I don't know where I see him again." Because I was doing my homework, but I just put it outside because I want to see my granddad. I love going to see him. And then we went there. I'll never forget it. I saw his face. We was up there watching the Cowboys game. He was just smiling. He was just so happy. I was like, man, I never seen. And see, this is all after he done been through the hospital with his leg amputated and everything. My granddad, and see, he was an Army veteran too. He was, I think, in the Korean War or whatever. And but I never once heard him complain. My granddad did not miss a step, even with his wheelchair, electric wheelchair and stuff, and prosthetic legs. He kept rolling. He still went outside, did his thing with his garden. It did not. That's an example I look back on. He never complained, and he kept doing his thing. He did not let none of that stop. He kept doing his regular routine. And what it was, my Uncle Darryl, they had fixed up the house and built a ramp for him for his wheelchair and stuff, you know,
Mhm.
handicap ramp. And it's like, man, it's like seeing I'm telling you, I don't know how my granddad has always been tough, you know. He's from, you know, old school generation. Him, my grandma, it's like just seeing him smile after all of that he's been through and seeing how happy he was when he was watching the Cowboys, the football game. We were just sitting there talking because we were coming down to see him for a little bit. And then, you know, after I left the house, we left. And, you know, it's like he always got that shade down. I remember from little, like when the sun is set or when the light's on in the kitchen, I remember looking back at that house and just in the driveway, just smiling, you know. It's like, man, I just the feeling, I just kept thinking about how happy he was, you know, coming back, you know, because it's crazy. It's like he was just so happy. He was never down or nothing. I never heard not one complaint from him. It's like, man, it's like, how do you push through something like that? I still wrap my head around it to this day, you know.
I know. I love that because my husband has a relative that's in a nursing home now, and all her sisters have passed now. Brothers too. I think she might be the last one out of maybe like 9 kids. And I remember we went to visit her and her other and 2 other sisters, and one of the sisters was just really in a bad place, and she was just feeling sad, and she was saying, "Oh, I raised all these kids plus other people's kids, and they don't come visit me." And she was just really in a dark place, and people don't check on me, and this and that. And but she was in her own home, okay, and she had plenty of people there around her and to take care of her.
Yeah.
Her sister that's in the nursing home, and I never will forget this. I'm like, oh God, let me have that spirit. She said, "Girl, we'll stop all that." She said, "You got everything compared to me, and look at you, and look at me." She was like, "I'm happy. I don't care where I'm at. I'm happy. Thank you, Jesus." I said, "Wow."
Yeah.
And really, if you look at it, she was in a worse position because nobody was highly visiting her. She's in the nursing home.
Right.
Her 2 children are dead. You know.
Yeah.
You know, she's counting on maybe like cousins or like nieces, nephews, and most of them moved out of town, and she, you know, she don't hardly see anybody, and now she's confined to the bed, and she's like, "I'm happy. I'm having a good time. Yay."
Right
I'm
on.
like, oh, but the sister
He
that
probably looks at the way she grew up too. 'Cause she was around the 20s and everything else. She said, "I'm doing all right."
Yeah, because I know me, that's something that I dread, and I got to get over it. I do not want to be in a nursing home. You know, I put it like this: if it was one of those expensive nursing homes where I had it like that, that would be different. But I would not want to be in a state-run institution. You know, it's like, oh my God, it just looks so bad. You know, because they never hire enough people to help.
Yeah, and then, you know, it's funny because you know Jennifer, her dad passed. You know, he had dementia. It's like, man, last summer was crazy. Like we had to go to the dialysis place like 3 times a week, and of course, you know, they check, make sure you know COVID and stuff. But and like the homes around here is like, and the COVID was so bad, people were dying. You know, because the COVID stuff, I guess, was hitting the nursing homes and stuff. It's like, my gosh, it's like. So I guess, and like we was trying to get help and everything, like to get people to come here to the house and like helping with the physical therapy and stuff. And I'm so glad we didn't get him into the nursing home as quick. You know, I'm glad the way things were slow, you know, because of the COVID, because people, we find out, you know, the way some of these homes were doing around here and like with the COVID and stuff, I'm glad he didn't get one, you know what I mean, get a place, you know, nurse. So we was here taking care of him, you know, but, you know, I think overall, Clyde was tough. You know, he was an Army veteran too. You know, and I tell you what, his chest, he was small, but his chest was like a brick or something. Good Lord. I'm trying to say, Jennifer, how is it? all the weight is in his chest, but he's real small frame, but he's from the old school. It's like, man, it's like, wow.
Yeah. I think that right now I'm thinking that I want to do the cremation route, and just to be funny about it though, you guys watch the Vikings, and you know how where they put their people on a barge of hay, and then they light an arrow, and then they like hit the boat with it while it's floating.
Yeah.
I told my husband, I said, all I need you to do is just put me on the nice canoe. Just put me on there with the nice, bale of hay. And I said, and just hit it. Just hit it. Just float me down the river. And he said, well, what if I miss it? I said, don't worry, I have my big lighter just in case, like that. I said, but remember, in case he said, I'm burying you. I said, hold it. Remember, my spirit will no longer be there. The body is just a shell. Okay, it's just a shell that I need to occupy in order to live on this earth. So if you look at it like that, you won't feel so bad. The thing that gets me about burial is that it sounds macabre now, but I don't want anybody like to drain me of my blood and then put all this, formaldehyde and all this stuff in my body. I'm like, oh my God. It makes me think of, like vampires, like draining the blood out of you. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know. It's weird. And then my mother used to say, I know it's crazy, but she say, I don't want to be in the ground because I don't want all them bugs on me. I'm like, Ma, you're not going to be there, But my body will. I don't care what they say about nothing can get in there. Yes, it can. And then I messed up. I said, well, Ma, it's already bugs and stuff like that in your body. Oh, wow, my God.
I said that too. Oh.
I know. She was like, a little scientist. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Ma. She was like, yeah. So, but I think that if you have a let's say if you have a parent that and the parent has several children, I really know that it's important to get that on paper, what they wanted before, because I have seen some siblings at the emergency room go at it. Because everybody is not going to agree.
My mother took care of that problem. She bought her own gravesite before she passed away.
Smart.
Her and her sisters. After their mother died, they all went and got the same plot in the same area. Yeah. And did it that way. Smart.
It's very smart.
So all you gotta do is put me in the ground. I pay for everything else and pay for a casket.
And look, the way I feel, the way them people, they done made so much money. I should have got stock in the mortuaries.
Yeah.
Because they went up too, and they charging people, and I'm like, I know that they renting these caskets. They telling you buying it, but I gotta
dig them back up. I used to hear.
Got a funny story for y'all. My aunt told us before she passed away a couple years ago. She said, I know they're gonna try to take this casket back. So what I need y'all to do at the funeral is scratch up the casket before you put it. So me and my nephew,
I love her.
So me and my nephew sitting there, we're looking at each other and we're like, you know what she told us to do? I said, well, go ahead and do it. No, you do it. You go ahead and do it. So he got up, he just started scratching up on the casket. I said, they won't be using this one again.
I'll say it. Look, scratching their heart. Love always. That's a good idea. I like that, Robert. I'll remember to tell some people that,
Scratch that casket up. They ain't going to use this one. They're going to make them work to get that one out.
Right. But for real though, I can see me floating down the river, y'all, and then I'm all lit up and like, there go Wayne Sammy. Look at that. He went out in a flame. Look at that.
Yes, and put an Apple sticker on there too.
Oh, that's terrible. Now, you know I will wake up then. I will get up.
Oh, you come around? Yeah, I know you. I'll wake you right up.
What the hell you doing, Short Shannon? What the hell you doing?
I knew you'd be back.
Look, and like the guy on Spider-Man, he said, and not in a pet cemetery kind of way.
Oh Lord.
Shannon.
Yeah, I
You
still
just were like, I got to go. You haunted. I'm leaving.
I still be trash talking you. I say, do they making you use Windows 95 now for sure, ain't you? The joke's on you.
Look, I make Shannon's Mac come on and out of something.
Right, no one cut it off. I know I just turned this off. Well, it's on now. Now you stop cut it off.
I can see it.
Where's Sally?
She done went reprogram my computer, making it run Windows. Oh God. Put Netscape on and everything. Yeah, I can't.
No, but if you think about it, you guys, it's like, you know, this life is only temporary, and
yeah,
it's like we shouldn't be fearful of it. You know, I'm not ready to. You know how they say everybody want to see Jesus, and nobody want to die. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I want to go that way. I want to go with him, but yeah, I'm not ready to go yet. But one thing that's important to me is I want to have my right mind, and I want to be able to still take care of myself.
Right.
You know, and I don't want to necessarily be here and can't do anything for myself. I'm like, because people say, oh, I want to live to 95. Well, yeah, I want to live to 95 too, as long as I can still have my right mind and still can feed myself and, take care of my essentials.
And go to the bathroom on my own. I don't need nobody else to wipe me.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, nobody knows when that day is coming, but it's good when you have, like your mom did and the sisters that say, you know what, I'm going to take care of this right now so it won't be an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then it's done. Done. So, but whatever your family decides to do with you, I think they should, out of, respect for your last request. But if they don't, it's all right, because your spirit is gone anyhow.
Yeah. You do what you want. You ain't getting no money today. It's not.
So much for that. I'm going home now. Bye.
But I hate to hear one of those mortuary workers, say, well, I'm sure. Yeah, did you want to put them away in the best way? I'm like, don't do that to people. That's salesmanship. Don't do that to people, and they, trying to make them go into debt like that.
Yeah. Because it was $60,000 to bury someone now.
60? I don't know where you got that from. Ooh, what is that?
By the time you get the plot, the casket, and everything else, they're charging you big time.
I know the headstones are expensive because my husband decided to get Queen a headstone, and he was thinking it was going to be, because we was online looking at Amazon and stuff like that, about $600 to $800. And when we went to the place, they was talking about $1,800. And then with the taxes and everything, it was around $2,000.
Yep. And it counts what you want on there too. If you want something fancy, they go up to $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah. Because it was funny because you know how people, like with my grandfather, my mother put her mother away very, very nice because that's what she wanted. But my grandfather used to always say, throw my behind in Pottersville. And so my mother, she still had, she put him away nicely, but his brothers had an issue with, and like, oh, you put your mother away better than that. She was like, you know what? If you all got a problem with it, you can give me the money. You can
Right.
Come on. And I end up, I'm trying to save for my daughter's education, and I'm not putting all the money into the ground for somebody who did not want it.
Right.
And if I had been old enough to really talk to my mother or to be able to be allowed to talk with her like in that way, I would have said, "Ma, you better cremate him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do all of that. You need that for your retirement. And all of that." But because he didn't care, he really didn't. Because he wouldn't even get an insurance policy. He was like, "I don't care."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when people get buried with all that gold and stuff on. I'm like, why? Just put on some costume jewelry if you need it. Take everything off.
Yeah, because the people the burial people gonna take it off.
Yep.
Oh.
They're gonna say, okay, now you gotta walk away, and they taking the stuff off. They stripping you like you walking down New York Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I can't believe it, but I don't know. One day I was sitting here a few years ago on Google about funerals or something. I was like, oh, look. I said, you black people, for real. Now they got all kinds of styles, like they driving a car. Oh, man, wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, like they sitting there driving the car. They got it where a guy is on his motorcycle. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait a minute. A dead body.
Yep. On a motorcycle. Oh, trust me, it is sick.
What are you lying?
No, I'm dead serious.
They had a guy that wanted to be buried in his Cadillac or whatever, and they put him in his Cadillac and buried him.
Look, couldn't nobody get that Cadillac?
Two payments due.
You know what? I kind of like that though. It's like, no, I don't need a coffin.
Yep. Right in the Cadillac.
It's sick, and like you see a bunch of them like posing. It's like they in the like watching TV, something like they in a football jersey. They team. I'm telling you, I done seen some shit.
Sitting on the couch. Yep. Sitting on the couch in the football
jersey. Hey, them people sick. Hey, it's sick and shocking and funny all at the same time. You get if you want to be shocked and laugh and have something to laugh at, and that's it right there. I'm telling you, they are sick. But yeah, and like one guy, it looked like he's standing there. Seemed like he had a cane in his hand, like a pimp. I'm telling you, you should see the way they dress. Yeah. I done seen some. I see these black folks.
Wait a minute, how do they hold them up? What they got, like a Barbie doll stand or something?
No, they're just in there. They got so much stuff in there. They're stiff, just standing up.
Oh,
yeah, but that one on the motorcycle, he was like he was on a Suzuki too. He had on his
was it a Kawasaki? Let the good times roll.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. They like in their pimp suits, everything. They dressed up like they got like a little scenery as you go by.
Like you, Shannon, up there with the picture.
With the
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Says I'm the Gallagher champ. Or hey, Ricky Smiley. Oh my gosh, the first time it's over 15 years ago. My buddy Derek, he showed me on Comic View. Ricky Smiley did a thing called "We Love You, Robert." It's so funny, and like he said, when you go to the drug dealers' funerals, one of them came in there with a spinner and put it on top of the casket, and spin it, and walked off. And oh my gosh, you should see it. He got a song with Ricky Smiley does a skit about the funerals. Yeah, he makes jokes about it. It's really funny the way he does it, Ricky Smiley.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's old skits, in that video called "We Love You, Robert. We Miss You, Robert." And like him and his buddies pull up to the drive-through funeral home and hump the horn. Hey, Robert, like get in the car, Robert.
Oh.
Hey, Ricky Smiley went in.
To the bumper, baby. Oh man.
It's so funny that stand-up. Ricky Smiley, his stand-ups, a lot of with funerals and churches all the time. His jokes, it's really funny the way he does it.
I had to check that out.
And he always talks about Precious. And when he started talking about Precious, I was crying. I was on the floor. My stomach was hurting when he started talking about Precious. Yeah, you should look at Ricky Smiley. Look at his stand-ups; they are funny. I think he's like the only host that hosts like BET Comedy View like twice or 3 times in a row. He's the only one. Ricky
Did
Smiley.
he have his own like stand-up comedy show or?
Yeah, he got a Ricky Smiley morning show. It comes on every morning, but he's done TV. He used to have a reality show, but that Ricky Smiley morning show. Oh, hey, you should go. Me and Jennifer. Oh, I love it. He does. He calls his friend Cora from heaven. Hey, not only that, he does what he calls celebrities. Like the latest one he did was they called DMX from heaven and Biz Markie, but they called celebrities from heaven. Like they done did with George Jefferson. Oh my God, it's so funny. Like they talked to Harriet Tubman. They call Harriet Tubman in heaven. It's too funny.
So what, they do their voices or something?
Yeah, what it is, Ricky calls in. They call Cora because like Cora is her friend. She died. So every Friday they call Cora from heaven. They call Cora up to heaven because Cora's in heaven. So Cora, what she does, she's like the main person on the phone, but they tell they'll like say Cora put Michael Jackson on the phone. So they start talking to Michael Jackson. Then Michael, Bubbles and Ben are up there. And he talks to Ben and Bubbles too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I know
funny.
Bubbles was the champ, but who is Ben?
You know, Ben.
The rat.
Yeah, he talked to Ben, and Ben be like, Ben talk.
Oh, hey, cooking. I missed you. I'm so sorry. I hope he or she is still there. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, cooking? I
gotta go to their channel. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's funny. Ricky Smiling, they always say Cora, and she like, hello, Cora. Cora answers from heaven. It's so funny. Like George Jefferson still has his cleaners and stuff. Oh, they talk to Uncle Phil up there. Who else they talk to? Oh my gosh, it's funny. You got to find it. But Ricky Smiley doing Cora calls, heaven calls. They don't talk to everybody. Oh, made fun of like Biz Markie when they since he passed a while back. He was talking to Cora, and he said, is Biz Markie there? And Cora said, yeah, he's down there fishing with Harriet Tubman. I said, oh Lord. But yeah, it's funny how they do the guy. It's like I finally figured out. It's like it's one guy who does all the impressions of the celebrities when Ricky's calling. He's Cora and Michael Jackson, Bubbles, Ben, Uncle Phil, James Brown. Oh, and he had to get Corey had to translate for James Brown when he starts talking. Oh, Ike Turner's on there. He talked to Ike Turner. Oh Lord, it's too funny. But yeah, you have to listen to it, and it'll have you rolling. And Black Tony on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Look up Black Tony on there. He's funny too. It's like I think like the thing with Black Tony is the premise of the plot is what Black Tony is like. He's part of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. He's supposed to be there. The thing is, he's never there. He's always calling. Ricky Smiley's always calling him on the phone, asking where he's at because he's supposed to be at work there at the station. That's how they play off of that, So he's always got an excuse, It's really funny. Yeah. So that but call court. Heaven calls. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you guys for coming. I enjoyed it as always. I'm getting ready to go because I not only have to eat, and I hate eating late, but I also have to do a little bit more cleaning up and then getting ready for my sister-in-law tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I hope you guys have a good night because I didn't sleep well last night. I'm gonna plan on getting that much needed rest tonight. I kind of want to run to Target or something and pick up some more curtains or something, but I probably won't get around to that. Just let it be. You know how you try to do too much. I'm like, I just keep finding stuff I want to. Oh, let me do this and let me do that. Let me do this. Just to make it nice for them. But yeah, thank you guys. I sure appreciate you. Oh, I checked out Cooking Animals channel. That's she's a woman, and I remember I met her. I think at a Drop the Link day or something like that. And She is I saw it. I think I want to say Vietnamese cooking. I'm not
Okay.
sure though. So yeah, she does a lot of shoot, I need to learn that. I made some shrimp fouillon one time. I probably need to get back into that. You know, I made it the Chinese Cantonese style.
Okay.
I like that. So yeah. All right, you guys. Well, Shannon, I plan on seeing you tomorrow. I don't know what time they're getting here, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut you on anyhow.
All right.
I got something I need to do. My friend, I'm going to support my friend. And then I know that the other guy, that'll be fun just to listen to them. Even if I'm out someplace and on my phone, okay?
Yeah.
I'll be there. I plan to be there.
I always pass by somewhere, somehow.
Oh, yeah. Robert's blowing in the wind.
Yep. Omar's here, Omar's gone.
Omar. Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. You have a good one, okay? Thanks
you
again for coming. And I'll see you guys around.
All
All
right.
right, till next week.
Next week.
For Queen Sugar. And we got today's episode wasn't all that exciting, but that's okay. So if it's episode 3, hopefully they'll have at least 7 more.
Okay.
And then so we got this is gonna take us. Yeah, it's gonna take us for a while to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Night, guys.
All right, talk to you later.
Okay.
Go
Bye.
night. All right. Good night.